think you saw it, right? We defended extremely well. We were willing to win our shifts no matter what the shift called for, whatever zone it was in. And that's playoff hockey, right? We get a puck to the mixer, all-important first goal in this series, and then we finish it with the empty netter. But you could just see the guys are wearing their hearts on their sleeves more tonight, and that's necessary to win at this time of year. It's not easy.
Coach, we talk about all the big scorers, like the Ashbrook and the Harpers, but how big is this to have a guy like Zach Walker on your team this late for a game 7, a guy who's been a ride home? He didn't play much during the Kelly round, but he was part of that ride. How big is to have him around right now?
First shift I watched him play last year in the finals of the Kelly Cup, he went full speed and face-to-face with somebody, and I said, Bergie, we need this guy. He's a huge part of our team, and we're lucky to have him back after the couple hard injuries that he had. So that's playoff hockey, and any teams that have ever won anything have guys like that, and they show up at those moments.
Ryan Wheeler, first goal for you guys tonight, didn't play last night. How big is that for him to take the night off, get right back in, and give this team the energy they needed?
Yeah, same difference, right? But Wheels is a D-man, and he started out as like a 7 or 8, and now he's a forward, and he's arguably our best. But he plays a simple game. He's like an extension of the coaching staff with the way he talks and the details and the habits that he has. So it's easy to put him over the boards, and we were hoping that we won last night so we could get some extra rest, but he was up to the challenge tonight, obviously, to help us get it done in Game 7.
Coach, you switched up the lines a lot between last night and tonight, 2 lines that we haven't seen all season. What was the mindset when we put those lines together?
Whoever's going's going. I change them all the time. Going into a game, if you're not playing well offensively, you have a different type of game going, I'm going to switch it up. But the way that we play, you should be able to mix and match with anybody because it's simple hockey. The nets are in the middle. They don't move. The lines don't move. Nothing moves on the rink when you're out there. And there's one puck, right? So whoever's going is going. It's as simple as that.
Isaac Coulter, got to be happy with him. 3 shutouts in the series. That's got to be huge.
Yeah, there's not much more you can say. He's a stud. He's playing with confidence on top of his crease, and we're very lucky to have him.
The significance of getting this playoff win at home, closing out the series, which is a first for the franchise in over 30 days.
Yeah, 32 years. It's unbelievable, especially with the support we have. Well, it's still kind of funny. I talk to guys in the summer, and I can feel it. They don't know Adirondack. I'm like, you're missing out. Phil and Gareth's first playoff game, he looks up at me. He's like, holy, sorry, expletive, but that's what it makes you think. You're like, what's going on? This is unbelievable. So to give that experience to the guys and the fans, for me, it's hard for me to talk about it. It's super cool.
How special was that for you? I mean, growing up, and you're getting emotional now just talking about it, but growing up and coming to the rink every day as a young, and then getting to play here, and then honestly getting that monkey off your back. You talked about it all season long, wanting to get past round 1 and have that, grit factor to get past like you did last year with Newfoundland. So what does that mean for you as a coach and, guys aside the world?
It's family. So he gets to see it just like I did, and he's obviously has a different experience than I did, being a little bit closer to it, but this was our goal. My wife and I talked about how we want to be part of something and have the community be behind it, and I couldn't think of a better place to have that, especially in this rink with these people. It's just a special atmosphere that you have to be involved with to truly understand it.
You talk about 11 straight times you've seen these guys. I imagine you're sick of seeing them at this point. Just what can you say about the grit your guys show just to find a way to finish the series off?
Yeah, I think you can talk about both teams hand in hand. Those guys, they brought the best out in us when we really needed it, and I think we brought the best out in them when they really needed it. So it's a heck of a series. You never know what's going to happen in Game 7. So it was a bit of a nerve-wracking last 24 hours because you just want it so bad and you're out of control behind the bench. But kudos to both teams. 11 games in a row. And I thought for all the ticky-tacky stuff that happened, it was very respectful, right? There wasn't really a lot of dirty, cheap stuff for 11 games in a row in the minor leagues. So kudos to all the players for that. And it was just, you hate to see either team lose. Obviously, we're happy that we won.
Now you have Norfolk, the only team in the division with a better record against you. The same game plan, or what's your approach for them?
It's got to be the same. They're like Maine 2.0 with more skill and more finish. They have an identity. They understand what they need to do to be successful, and they do that every single time they go over the board. So we're going to have our hands full.
You know, you played with Terrence Wallen before. I mean, just talk about what he was able to do in this series. I mean, you mentioned the respectfulness of him, but you know, it's just great to see another Thunder player, former player, succeed in the North Division.
Yeah, Thunder culture. We've been packed with good people here for a long time, and we've never won a Kelly Cup, but for the smallest market in the league to get in the playoffs as many times as we have, it's impressive. And now you see that lineage work out from Kale and Alex, what everybody learned, and obviously we took that to heart because a lot of us are still working in the game in this league. So super proud of Wally. I can remember when Kale told me he was coming up and we were going to be line mates, and he said, "Don't worry, he played at UMass Lowell. He's smart." I'm like, okay, sounds good. And he certainly is smart, and he was a heck of a player, and obviously he's a very good coach as well. So.
Coach, you're talking about the smaller market, but you know, on most nights, it doesn't sound like a small market in this rink.
Yeah,
It's just amazing.
It's comical to me when guys don't understand how awesome it is to play here. You know, if you're going to play in the East Coast League, we have lots of guys choose to go to Florida over us. It's like, you know what you're missing out on. It's unbelievable to play here. So, smallest market in the league, but you're right. It doesn't seem like it. It seems like we're in a three-letter league somewhere.
Coach, it seems like this season, you and Norfolk, every game, it had that gritty toughness, maybe some of that dirty cheap that you were talking about. How do you get the guys prepared with only one day off for game one on Friday night?
Well, they're probably going to go have a beer with each other right now, and then tomorrow they're going to come in. We're going to have some video meetings. We're going to watch Norfolk, and we know what they're all about, right? We knew that we were going to meet these guys again if we want to do something special. Not trying to look too far ahead, but kind of preparing for this moment for a while now, and we're excited for the challenge because you want to play against the best teams. If you want to do something special, you want to go over the best teams. You want them to have all their players. You want us to have all our players, so there's no wishy-washy stuff at the end of it. Mano y mano. Let's see who's the real king of the North. Pardon me, getting fired up here.
You know, obviously Timur Ragmov played one game, he's injured. Guys are getting banged up in that room. You know, a guy like Ryan Wheeler, who sat out last night, played tonight, had kind of that Game 7 mentality. Any updates on Timur and if we'll see him on Friday?
We won't see him on Friday, no.
Will you, did any chance you played at all during the Norfolk series?
It's day to day, but I would err on the side of probably not.
What do you go for your starter in game one on Friday?
I don't know yet. I got to get a slice of pizza first.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody. Sorry about the F-bomb. Sure, just let it go.
Enjoy the pizza.
I'm gonna crush it. Maybe a Stewie shake on the way.